Welcome to part 2 of my October finds video, the thrifting portion. October was an amazing month. I found a huge amount of albums, and the type of albums were just amazing that I found while thrifting. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible right after this. Well, after all that complaining that the thrift store finds were drying up and there was not much to be found anymore, especially after all the crap that's been going on in the world, October happened. I think I got about 42 albums I picked up over the last month. So let's get them going and begin with the oldest as usual. I've got them in by date of their publication or pressing. So we start off with Roses Are Red by Bobby Vinton. This was a 1962 pop album. A Nat King Cole, Those Lazy Crazy Days of Summer. A 63 pop mono album. Glen Campbell's Galveston. 69, I'm guessing it's a country album. This is a 50-cent find coming up. The Rolling Rocks, Get Your Yayas Out. Actually, the record itself is in excellent condition. If I can get it out. I was really impressed by how good it was for 50 cents. The cover's not in so good condition, and someone's written on it in ink. Then we get, I'm not even sure who this is. Just a minute. Okay, it's the artist is called The Bells, and the album's called Fly, Little White Dove Fly. That one is a 71 psych rock album. Some have seen it, this one before. It's a Deep Purple's Machine Head. And this is a real surprise to find in a thrift shop for 50 cents. Quadrophenia. I mean, how often do you come across this album? And the cover isn't in great shape. But the albums themselves, oops, if I don't drop that on the ground, are in very nice condition. Probably have to cut this out me putting the albums away. And that was followed by a band nobody's ever heard of called The Turtles. This is another 50-cent find. Unfortunately, this one only has one of the records in the cover, but at 50 cents, who's going to pass that up? Barry White's Can't Get Enough. This is from '74 Soul album. Topple's Fiddler on the Roof. A little bit of a glare there. Where is Topple? 75 classic album. I said can't go as far as I've got my list. And then I got a Jean-Luc Ponty. Imaginary Voyage, a 76 jazz album. Now this one's in, okay shape. It plays through. I guess the kind of music covers the scratches and pops. I'd put it in good plus condition for the record. It does have the scratchy pops on it in the quiet sections. But good old Alice Cooper's Goes to Hell. And Bing Crosby Seasons album. It's a jazz from the US. I've got the Canadian version of this album already. Oh, and then, of course, Anne Murray's There's a Hippo in My Tub. A 77 pop children's album. I didn't know this band at all, but it's actually not too bad. The Baby's Broken Heart. They're from 1977 pop album. Another Jean-Luc Ponty, Enigmatic Ocean from 77 Jazz. Peter Gabriel. Actually, I don't know the name of this one. It's a self-titled album. The cover has definitely seen better days. But the record is, oops, not in bad shape unless I drop it. And then we got an Elton John, A Single Man. That's a 78 rock album. Oop, and it is a, oop, yikes, yikes, yikes. It is a gatefold. Now another album that the cover's definitely seen better days, but the disc is in pretty good shape. Street Heart. Meanwhile, Back in Paris, a 78 rock album. Good. The album's okay. This one is in maybe good condition. I can see a few scratches on it, but it does look playable. I haven't cleaned it yet. There's just way too many of them this month. Gracie Fields, best of her BBC broadcasts. This is an 80s stage mono album. REO Speedwagon. Hi-Fi or High Infidelity, an 80s rock album. I'm really trying to push through these. There's so many of them I don't want the video to go too long. Kenny Rogers Christmas album, 81 country album. Now this one I picked up by mistake. I thought it was Peter Appleyard, and it turned out to be Peter Allen. Oh well. It's not exactly my kind of music, but I've actually got a couple of Peter albums. That one is It's Time for Peter album, 81 disco. Not my favorite brand of music. Let's shift this stuff over. Then we got the Nylons, One Size Fits All, 82 pop album. Followed by Sagas in Transit. Oh, it's falling out the bottom of the cover. I didn't realize that was split. It definitely needs a cleaning, but the disc is in good condition. Another Street Heart, Dancing with Danger, an 83 rock album. Excuse me. Best of Mo Coffin, 83 jazz. La Voix Extraordinaire, de Mado Robin. Okay, I probably horribly mispronounced all of that. Well, let's see what that one says. It's an 83 classical French pressing. And that's followed by Paul Robson. The Golden Age of Paul Robson. This is an 83 stage UK mono pressing. And we got Third World, All the Way Strong. This is an 83 reggae album. Followed by A Simple Mind, Sparkle in the Rain. This is Alt Rock Limited Edition. And this album is, if I can get it out, I can't get my fingers in the cover. There we go. This album is unfortunate. Oh, I can't find the opening. This album is unfortunately clear. By unfortunately, I mean it's really difficult to see what the condition of a clear album is until you try to play it. You just can't see anything on it. Let me put that one away. And after Simple Minds came Fiction Factory, Throw the Warped Wheel Out. This is an 84 synth pop album. Then we got Tennant's Visions of the Future, or Visions of Our Future, an 84 new wave album. We're almost at the end. And then we got Tears for Fears, songs from the Big Chair, an 85 synth pop album. The Dream Academy, self-titled album, 85 synth pop. I'm not sure about the glare on that one. It seems to be coming pretty strong. A Doug Cameron, Mona with the Children, an 85 folk album. China Crisis, What Price Paradise? China Crisis is an 86 synth pop. All the synth pop and the reggae that I just picked up all came from the same place. I just grabbed a handful of albums and walked out of the Value Village because other people were waiting in the line. So it was a grab and go. The next one is a Belinda Carlisle, Heaven on Earth. This is an 87 rock album. Mitsu, El Mundo. This is an 88 electronic album. It's a limited special edition. Now, this one normally would have come in a box with a huge poster. Unfortunately, the box and poster weren't there, just the album. And Trans-X, On My Own, 88 electronic album. And another Richard Crooks Volume 1. This is a classical UK mono pressing, and I wasn't able to ascertain the date. And the same with the next album, St. George's Anglican Church Choir, Hallelujah. It's a classical pressing, but no idea when. That sums up my October, and November started off the same way. I've already got a fairly large pile of records from the first week of November. So hopefully things keep going and people keep letting go of their records into the thrift shops. Anyway, as always, so long, bye-bye, and see you around on that tube thing.